Hey, my name is Ryan, and about a month ago, I bought myself a pair of Thursday USA-made Vanguard boots, and I shot a video of unboxing them, released the video the very next day entitled Thursday's Best Boots, and unbeknownst to me, Thursday released their Challenger boot that day, which basically made me look like a fool, and that's okay. So what I did is I got myself a Challenger boot. So in this video, what we'll do is we'll unbox it, try it on, go over sizing, and if you want a more in-depth review of this boot, subscribe, because I'll be doing that in an upcoming video, part of my Best Value Boots series. So thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the video. So I have a lot to say about this new Challenger boot, and Thursday's been releasing a lot of different boots lately, even some really wild ones that are way more premium than their standard line, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more on the review of this boot. But for now, we're just going to unbox these and see what I think of them, kind of get my initial reaction of what's going on here, and kind of have fun with that. I'll also try them on, show them what they look like on feet, because these are going to be interesting, because these are a logger boot. And I have a question for you guys. Is I try hard to do like the real unboxing video. Basically, I'm not seeing the boot beforehand, so you get my real opinion. But I've noticed that my opinion of it might be a little bit vague, because I'm trying to absorb filming, looking at the boot, and thinking of something to say about it. I can probably give you a better unboxing if I look at it first, but you guys let me know, do you like a true unboxing where I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys, or is doing kind of the hybrid of me looking at it and then recreating the unboxing, if that works for you? So please let me know in the comments. I think the quality will be a little bit better if I have seen what this looks like, but you know, it's got a staged nature of it. All right, so this looks like the boot box that I got with my Vanguards. Looks good. You know, nothing too special about it. You have Thursday, the size 12.5. This is the golden brown Challenger boot, as you've already seen, likely in the description. And let's see what you get. And I'm sorry if I keep checking my watch. It's not because I'm running late for something, it's because I'm looking at the shot and how it's framed, but I'll try not to do it because I can understand that it's annoying. Okay, so these were packaged just like my Vanguard boots, and let's see what we've got here. Wow. Wow, okay. Okay, just looking at this, the leather, got some wrinkling, got some creasing, which that doesn't bother me at all, that type of creasing that comes straight from the factory, because that's going to happen the first time you wear it. But look at that heel. I don't have anything like this. I really don't have a need for a boot like this, but I thought it was so interesting, so compelling that Thursday, the company known for kind of making, you know, Goodyear welted boots, but with the less expensive inner materials, just made this super beefy, super chunky boot. And for this one, this leather, it's under 300 bucks. So let me know what you think. I mean, that is a serious double row stitched down, full cap toe. I mean, I'm gonna go over this a lot more in my review, but this is a serious boot. Okay, let's see that first one. And I've talked about this before. You know, I appreciate you guys viewing these videos and subscribing. And this is a case where I appreciate you subscribing, because this is not a boot that I would get. I don't have a need for this type of boot. I mean, this logger style with this huge heel. But to me, it's going to make for interesting content. It's going to be cool to see how this wears in, how it breaks in. So I thought, you know, why don't I get it? Why don't I get it? And it will make for a good video. I've had a couple ask me about if I was going to get it. So what's really cool is if you go online, Thursday has a cut in half of this boot, and it shows you all the components, and it is shockingly good what's in this boot for that price. And I will go into that. I'll go into that cut in half picture in the review, but this is just the first look at the boot. And what I'll say is this leather looks like it has a really good pull up. It's really soft, really malleable, which will be nice because there's going to be a lot of breaking in with this. And when you cut this boot away, there's going to be some things that are kind of questionable. And I've got some opinions on, like the grooves in the midsole, stuff like that. I think was actually a fairly smart idea. But it is a really pretty boot. It's got a rough sanded edge, which you would see from a normal Wogger style, or this is a Dogger heel. I don't even know what the type of, I'm a block heel guy, and that's because I don't work in my boots, so I don't need a super high heel. But and no disrespect if you are a computer jockey with this style of boot, it's just not my style for the most part. Let's look at these guys inside real quick. I guess I saw Carl Morawski's video on these. That's what kind of pushed me over the edge to get these. And this was Thursday Boots' answer to people saying that they just couldn't compete with the nicer boots, with the P&W boots. And they said, hey, we'll make this super high quality boot with all the good components, and we'll sell it for cheaper. We'll put our best people on it. So there you go, fully gusseted tongue. I got a 12.5. That's normally my Thursday size because they have a sleeker shape. Now, I don't know what last this is. Last I looked, no pun intended, these, I couldn't find out what last they were. So I assumed maybe they would be on their hero last, like their hero boots, and not on their Kingmaker like the Captain, but I really don't know. So I got my normal Thursday 12.5, and I think that's going to work. It seems pretty wide, but that's just because this welt is so wide with this double row stitch down. So, you know, that shows you kind of the thickness of the leather. Not the thickest, but a super waxy, comfy leather. You've got the 5 eyelets, or 6 eyelets, 2 speed hooks and another eyelet. So that's nice. Everything looks good. Again, we'll go over this more in depth in the review. And then kind of oh, can you see that? My lighting isn't good. But you've got the leather and a lot of good happening inside of the boot that we will discuss soon. Okay, let's try these on and see how they look and feel on feet. A couple of things I noticed. It looked like these had been tried on before. They've been worn before. And that really just doesn't bother me. I feel like if they need to sell this as a first after someone has returned them, I think that's great. I don't have a problem with that because the first time you wear them, that's going to break in. But one thing, I don't think this is a big deal, but the website said they would ship with 2 laces. The black label ones, the ones with the more premium leathers, would ship with 3 laces. These shipped with 1 lace, and it's the long one, which is not my style. I would normally just like the shorter lace, and I've looked everywhere, and it's not in the boot, so I don't know if these were a return and the person accidentally forgot to pack that. But one thing I do know about Thursday Boots is they have great customer service. And if I tell them, they'll send me out something. I can almost guarantee that they will be super quick to act on that. All right, so let's try this one on first. It's gonna be kind of hard to get my foot in there. Nice pull tab. Talk more about that later. Oh, perfect. Man, that is a chunky boot. Look at that thing. These laces are gonna be long enough to go around the world twice. This is just not my normal style, but we're making it work. These things are insane. I don't even know how you lace a boot like this, honestly. Just go around once and that's it. Let's try it out. And comment below why this is better. I'm sure it has to do with the work boot heritage and aesthetic of this, but just let me know. I like learning new stuff. I mean, this is a chunky boot. This boot is not your typical Thursday Captain, but the top part feels, I mean, it feels like a Thursday Captain with a I don't know, a tank glued on to the bottom of it. I mean, it is just a big old boot. I'll show you the top down view too a little bit later. But I have to say, I'm super impressed with Thursday in doing this stuff. Some of the stuff that they're releasing right now, it's not to my taste, honestly, but I think it's awesome that they're doing it. I love the fact that they're you know, just diversifying. They're a pretty big company now, and bringing you a lot of options and bringing you a ton of value. Like the value on this one, because it's not the premium leather. I mean, this was only like $20 more than the Vanguards, and in the boot world, you're getting a lot more boot for the money. So it's nice to have options, it's nice to have choices. What's nice about the boot world now is there's a lot of collectors, so guys want different styles, and you can find it in all sorts of places. And, you know, I ordered these a couple days ago, and they came in, and there has to be something said about that. They have a great return policy. So let's see what these bad boys look like. I mean, you definitely know you're not dealing with the normal Thursday boot here. I mean, it is a lot stiffer, a lot harder underfoot. Now there is some pour on under the heel, which is nice. It'll be nice for breaking these in. And they look good. This leather is a really pretty color. I wasn't sure what it was gonna look like from the pictures online, but I do think it's a nice boot, nice leather, nice waxy pull-up type leather. Got that nice huge heel. I mean, look at that thing. It's awesome. My first time having a boot like this. So I gotta go buy a chainsaw and go into the woods somewhere and kind of dig my way out or something to make these, make me seem like not a poser. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let me show you what it looks like from my angle. So there is some pretty good comfort right off the bat. The boot is really wide in person because of that thick double row stitch down, but it looks good. It feels like it looks normal. It definitely, I don't know, I'm just not used to this type of boot. It definitely makes me feel like I should be doing something serious here, that sitting behind my desk is not going to be enough. I should be trying to do some work in these things. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to do the review of this pretty soon. That will be up in a week or two, and we will see you on the next one. I realize I didn't talk about sizing, and that is important. So I am a 13D on the Brannock, and I got these in my normal Thursday size, which is a 12D. And what I will say is this last is the roomiest last that I've ever worn from Thursdays. It has way more room than a normal Captain. So this one fits really nicely. Normally with my Captains, it takes a little bit to break them in. They're a little bit tight usually, but I have way more room in this boot. So this is definitely their wider last, maybe like a Hero last. And the 12.5 is perfect, so half size down is perfect for me. I even think I can get some nice work type socks on with these things and it would still be good. So that's my sizing rec. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And now I'll say, we'll see you on the next one.